But he started to speak out about his experiences. I messaged him and I said, I'm so proud of you. Go you for like speaking out. And the second he started speaking out, everything went tits up. And I'm honestly blown away by the amount of people, not even in the industry, everyone who has been so dedicated and diligent and like just to fight for justice, just and not going to stop until the truth comes out. And as a mum to a 6-year-old, that makes me feel a lot better. No, it really does, because things have got to change. They will change, but because of everybody's collective efforts as well, we can't let that go uninvestigated, properly investigated. And I'm fuming at Simon Cowell, fuming with the audacity to even put out that bloody statement, which was so egotistical. And what sparked my brain even more was, you never really know how you feel about somebody until something like this happens. Oh, well, what? You should have done. He is seemingly on a reputation management tour at the moment. And what he only put all of us through, including those boys, including Liam, is unforgivable. Unforgivable. Anyway, I don't need to make this all about... Oh my God, 70 new messages? Yeah. Oh, wow, thank you. Thank you. I find it difficult to even leave my house, but I have a 6-year-old and I have to take him to school and pick him up. But I keep my head down. I'm just like, And I'm still in PTSD therapy. So I think on one of my videos I posted before that every time I get in my car, it's tough. It's really tough. But, you know, my son is the light at the end of the tunnel there. But just even the thought of being anywhere is frightening. And I knew that Cowell would turn up at Liam's funeral. I knew it. And I just felt paralysed. It's frightening because the reason why I talk about Simon Cowell so much in full transparency and in relation to Liam and to all of us and to Zane, to all of those boys, to all of us, is because Simon, I'll explain it briefly. Simon Cowell owns a company, right? And the company is called Psycho. And when we were on that show, The X Factor, either by choice or in my case, not by choice, that's another story, but Brian and I go into that and during our 4 hours of speaking, we are signed into contracts. Forget record deals for a minute. Here are some unknowing participants, even with parents, unknowing, thinking that they're entering into a singing competition where you sign television release forms. Now, these television release forms basically are a contract as well. It's not just a record deal you sign. No, you sign your release forms. And the wording in these release forms, how they've gotten away with this for so many years, I don't know. But immediately it's like, if you don't sign this, we will find somebody else that will. And by that point, it's all too late anyway, because you've already filmed certain things. And it's like, when you're young, or your parents shouldn't be expected to be like, hang on a minute, let me just read through a 25-page TV release form, and they're like, well, we'll find somebody else to do it if you don't do it. It's kind of like expected to just be like, oh God, all right, just skip to the end. Nothing to lose. Sign it. It is disturbing. So when we were all on that show, we were all under the same contract. We'd all signed the same record deal. We were all made to sign the record deal that made the top 8 that were to go on the tour, the X Factor tour. I have it upstairs. Majority of all of these contracts or paperwork that we were made to sign are confidentiality clauses. It's disgusting. And not only that, when I talk about duty of care and welfare, excuse my language, oh no, I can't swear on here, but they mistreated us so badly, even from like a welfare standpoint, from, sorry, my dog's got my son's shoe. From the medical standpoint, we weren't allowed to go and see our GPs. We had to go to the private doctor that they paid the bill for, of which I can say very transparently that the doctor had put me on 2 different types of medication that she made me take in front of her that caused me to collapse in Topshop. I have all of this. And if you think about it, when you've got especially minors that are essentially groomed from day dot, we don't know how to say no to people. But it's interesting, people are like, why didn't you just leave? Do you know how hard I tried to leave that show? Even my dad walked into Richard Holloway's office and said, get my daughter out of there. Oh no, we can't do that. She's safer here with us. There were security guards on the inside of the house door and on the outside of the house door. We could not even go to the toilet without having a whole team of people there. So we couldn't even run away. And then when you were zapped of everything and just vacant, that's when they've got you. So even if they were to leave the door open, you wouldn't go. Because you'd been told, oh, well, this could happen, that could happen, and they manipulate the narrative. And if you, God forbid, try and say something, it's all over. Because in these contracts, you literally sign your life away. They own content that they could edit in, and this is what you sign. They could edit in any which way, shape or form that they wanted to. They could completely, they had the potential to completely annihilate people, some of which they did do through the audition process. And you can see some of these videos still up, and it ruins people's lives. So going back to duty of care and why Cowell's still responsible, it's like the but-for test. Had we all been provided the right and relevant support, care, help, advice, independent legal advice, independent accountants, a minute to take a breath to actually read through something, would we be all in this position today? I mean, it's just gross. It's gross. So that's why there is, I'm not saying he had a duty of care still to this day to Liam, but he had a duty of care to protect all of us, you know, during that time. But because he failed and screwed us all and manipulated us all and groomed us all, we were left as, I'm not even going to say commodities, because it's trafficking of people. They buy and sell people, period. Unfortunately, that's what it is. Oh my God, 99 new messages. I don't know what to do. X Factor groomers. Sorry, I'm just reading some of these comments. This is only one side of the story. Girl, get over it. Get over it. Wow. One thing I can... one thing I will share, a couple of things I'll share with you guys. I wish I could wave a magic wand and get over it. I wish that we could all wave a magic wand and get over it. I'd do anything to get over it. For real life. So instead of going down the wrong road, I chose a road to ensure that this never happens to anybody else. I wouldn't wish this upon my worst enemy, and I don't even like to think that I would even have one, but I wish I could get over it. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. But when you have everything taken from you, everything, you're stripped of everything, it's a pretty tough thing to just get over. So there's the answer to that. And then somebody had asked, why sign it? In my case particularly, I had a record deal out in LA, and Simon Cowell's company, at the request of Simon Cowell, purchased it for thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds. And not only did they purchase that record deal, they owned the rights to my entire back catalogue of songs. I had no choice, because music was all I had. It was all I did. So, checkmate. That's what they did. So, that's the answer to that question. Why is she not at his funeral? Simon was. He had visited him last year. Jessica, I covered this just not long ago. I find it really difficult to leave my house other than to take my son to school and then pick him up again. Or go to the supermarket. But still, it's no easy feat. And I knew that Cowell would be there on his reputation management tour. I couldn't. I froze. It's awful. I knew that POS would be there. Okay. I don't know what this music is in the background. Have a look at Twitter. She explains how she was trafficked. Yes. I was purchased. I was put on a flight. And again, I have all of this evidence in... sorry, I didn't know what that noise was. I have all of this evidence upstairs in my office. Yeah, any court case. I froze. I wasn't invited. Jesus Christ. Do you think that people say not very nice stuff on here because they just want a reaction? Yes. I need a mod. Yeah, but you know what's so sad? It's like, what? I just don't understand why. I don't know. Unless they're bot farms, nothing would surprise me. That's so odd. Thank you. Hi, Brian. Brian, can you come live? I don't even know how to make someone a mod. Oh, Yeah, but you don't want to have to be going through all of these bits and bobs. I think Piers Morgan had a point. I don't understand. What do you think this is? Oh, I know. Okay, I'm reading all of these comments. I'm so sorry. Brian, I'm saying it like you can hear me. Brian, can you come in here? I know. Oh, anyway, look, I'm not gonna stay on here long, but thank you for everyone for being so kind, and thank you very, very much. I wish I could go live with you, Brian. I can't believe the dog's got a bauble off the Christmas tree. Okay. Thank you for all of the love, and maybe I'll better organise myself when I do a live. I just haven't done one of these in a really long time. All right, Brian, I think we should do the other video, and maybe it will help people. What the hell is that noise? That is odd. Hang on a minute. Okay, let's turn the telly off. Now I'm like freaking out. Hang on a minute. Okay, TV's off. So great. Okay, let's do this another time. Thank you very much, everybody. I can't believe I had over 700 people in here. I can't believe the amount of love and support that I've had on that video with Brian. And again, like now I know Brian's in here, but I said earlier, Brian, I'm so grateful for you and how we have come full circle here and everything that you've been through. There's so many of us in this industry that have been through. We won't let, none of us, even 690 of you in this, 683 of you in this room, right? 85 in this room right now. We're not going to let these people get away with it. No way. There is strength in numbers and volume in voices. So thank you so much for your kind gifts, but most importantly for your kind words, and more to come. I've just been reading these comments. I wonder if I can go back and read through everything. And for those that are not being very nice, you know, I don't know why, but whatever it is that you're going through, I hope that you get better soon as well. For real life. Because to be not nice, you got to be in a certain place. So my inbox is open. If you need anything, I say God gave me sticky out ears for a reason. Makes me a good listener. Yeah, so sending you all the love in the world, and each and every one of you, and thank you again. I better go and get this bauble away from my puppy, because and also it's a lot to digest. Not the bauble, just everything is just a lot to digest. Love, love, love to you all, and thank you, Brian, for being on here. And then yeah, and like I said, I'll do this more often. Oh my God, the dog ate the bauble. Okay, good night, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye.